Dolphin fans, bringing the heat, over 500 subs on our Dolphins-only YouTube channel. If you haven't already subscribed to that channel, what the heck are you doing? I'll put it in the comments, and I'll put it in the description. You can also see it below, jatsports.com/DolphinsTV. So let's get that channel to over 1,000 subs to make it a full-time channel, since Miami is an up-and-coming team. Trademark Sports, you're first up here on this Dolphins mailbag. I'm Mitchell Renz. This is Chat Sports. Say the Vikings are looking to ship Dalvin Cook away. Could the Dolphins be a trade candidate? Dalvin Cook has been in multiple trade rumors because he wants to get paid. The only issue, I think, for the Miami Dolphins is, do you want to go out and pay Dalvin Cook when you've already made 2 moves this offseason trying to go out and get other running backs in, Matt Breida and Jordan Howard? Now, right now, I think Matt Breida is actually the more dynamic running back because Jordan Howard might be better between the tackles, but does really lack in the pass-catching game. But if you're going to add Dalvin Cook, you need to be able to pay him, and he wants to get paid like a top 5 running back. The numbers he first originally threw out there was like Christian McCaffrey-type money. Let's just be real. He ain't getting that type of money. He is a very talented back, but that has struggled with injuries. If I'm the Miami Dolphins, I'm going to say this. Cook, you're a great running back, but I'm very confident in Matt Breida. I'm very confident in Jordan Howard, and respectfully, I'm going to decline because I don't think it's the best option. So should Miami trade for Dalvin Cook? Here at Chat Sports, we want to know what you have to think. As much as I think that I have something to say, I want to know what you have to say. Y for yes, N for no. I want you to scroll on down and let me know, should Miami trade for Dalvin Cook? The next question. Southern Playa for 69. Okay. Bobby McCain and a second-round pick for Yannick Ngakoue and start third-round pick Brandon Jones at safety. So I have seen some of y'all say Brandon Jones at safety. Personally, I'm not going to throw him quite in the fire yet. Bobby McCain, second-round pick for Yannick Ngakoue. Not quite sure if that's going to be enough. Yes, Yannick Ngakoue is a very fun and tantalizing player, and maybe it'd be an easy move from him. Going from Jacksonville, just got to go down to Miami. But with Bobby McCain, 25 tackles last season, he did struggle, though, in the passing game. So that's also what I want you to look at here. 14 targets. He gave up 11 catches, so 107 passer rating. He did have 2 interceptions. The young cornerback is talented, but for Jacksonville, I don't know if you really consider Bobby McCain worth that much because, remember, they're looking for a first-round pick at least for Yannick. But hey, Southern Playa 469 straight idea, I actually do kind of dig it for the Dolphins. If the Dolphins were able to pull it off, yeah, it'd be a pretty good move. So who wins this trade? Type M for Miami, or I want you to type J for the Jacksonville Jaguars. If you want to be an overachiever, if you want to let me know why you think that, that's what this is all about. M for Miami or J for Jacksonville. Let's go to a guy that's just got a name, Jay. What's going on? Where can I find the Dolphins channel? Jay, wake up, my man. It's chatsports.com/DolphinsTV. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button, and if you know a lot of Dolphins diehard fans, tell them to subscribe as well, because the more subs we get, the more shows we can do. And YouTube basically told us until y'all get to 1,000 subs, we don't consider it a real channel. So let's get this bad boy to 1,000 subs. Let's go to Bray. Bray, B. Gates. Is Jones and Howard the best cornerback duo in the National Football League? Bray, this is a great question because I'll say if Byron Jones and Xavien Howard can be fully healthy and can fully live up to the hype, I'll say, yeah, they definitely have the upside to do it. Now, you also got to throw out some other teams out there like the New England Patriots who, in my opinion, have the best cornerback in Stephon Gilmore, and you got one of the McCourty twins. The Buffalo Bills, also a very talented team. But Xavien Howard last season battled some injuries, but in 2018, in only 12 games, it's pretty crazy. 12 pass breakups, 7 INTs. Back in 2017, when he was able to play a full 16 games, 4 interceptions. Xavien Howard makes plays. Ball hawk, absolutely, or as Tom would say, and everyone take a drink, he's got ball skills. But Byron Jones, you spent a lot of money on the cornerback from the Dallas Cowboys, and I thought this was a pretty interesting stat. The least covered yards allowed. Byron allowed the least in the National Football League. This was of cornerbacks that played at least 500-plus snaps. So Byron Jones and Howard, one of the best cornerback duos in the National Football League. That I can agree with. But are they the best? Well, Bray, you asked the question, so for every single Dolphins fan that watches this video, or hey, maybe you're not a Dolphins fan and you stumbled across it, all good. If you do think that they have the best duo in the league, I want you to like this video right now. Gregory, get a picture. Should the Dolphins trade for David Njoku? Also, if you don't have a picture, yeah, I'm going to tell you to get one. So David Njoku is going to be entering year 4 here. And when he was drafted in the first round by the Cleveland Browns, I actually like this pick a lot. The issue here is, do the Miami Dolphins really need to go out and trade for David? Now, I've seen a lot of y'all are saying, Mitch, why not go out and trade for him? He's already played for, the Miami Hurricanes, and he's a very, very talented player. The reason why he is on the trade block now in Cleveland is because they went out and paid Austin Hooper 3 years, $42 million. So what exactly happens to David? The reason why I'll say I wouldn't trade for Njoku is because I have extreme confidence in Mike Gesicki. Mike Gesicki, when he came out of Penn State, for those of you that don't know, I'm from Central Pennsylvania. I loved Mike Gesicki because he was super, super talented. So Mike Gesicki, David Njoku, that's a great question. So I'll ask you, who's the better tight end? Type G for Mike Gesicki, or I want you to type N for David Njoku. For those of you out there that are saying Njoku's the better one, then yeah, sure, maybe you make the deal. But for me, I am going to type my G in Mike Gesicki. You're talking about looking like an absolute G. You're going to look like one with this Dolphins t-shirt. Go to chatsports.com/DolphinsT. For a limited time only, you'll be able to get this shirt for $24.99. If you're wondering, wait, how exactly do I go to that link? You can find it in the comments. You can find it in the description. Hopefully, you found us, Chat Sports. It's an easy link to remember. Again, it is chatsports.com/DolphinsT. Another question here on this Dolphins mailbag. This one's from Ian Razivi. Did I get it right? I'm not quite sure. How do you think the Dolphins will do this season? It is a great question. So you know what? Let's walk through their entire 16-game schedule. Let's just hope, and I think we could all agree that there is a 16-game schedule. So the first 4 weeks, Patriots, Bills, Jags, Seahawks. Some really tough games there. Yell at me if you want. I have them going 1-3 to start. I know, you're going to get mad. At week 5, that's another tough game, 1-4. At Denver, what if I said 1-5? Yeah. Chargers, Rams, I do think that they can win both of those games at home. Now, here's like a real stretch of tough games to figure out whether or not how legit they are. At the Cardinals is a toss-up to me. I think they beat the Jets. Bye week at the Jets, I think they win both of those games. At the Bengals, or home against the Bengals, I think they win that game as well. So the final 4 games here for the Dolphins. Chiefs, sorry, I don't think they're going to be able to compete with Patrick Mahomes. Patriots, they do always compete with the Pats very, very well at home, so I'm going to say that's a win. Raiders, Bills, both on the road. So my prediction for the Dolphins record, it's 7-9. So I think that they could have an upside. I mean, last season they went 5-11, and this is a team that needs to continue to get better. They have a lot of draft picks. I do think the future is bright. But in terms of going out there and being a 500 team or being a playoff caliber team, I still think that they're 1 year away. And also, they need to have Tua fully healthy. Speaking of Tua, Nolan, you and I are kind of thinking the same way, kind of. I feel like Tua is going to be the next Lamar Jackson, but lefty. So, as much as I love Tua, and I think that he is one of the most fun prospects that came out of this year's draft, that's why the Dolphins drafted him number 5 overall. The only issue is with comparing him to Lamar Jackson, who just won the MVP. I don't think that they're quite the same player. Last season, Lamar, 36 touchdowns, 3,000 yards. Do I think that Tua could at some point in his career get to that? Yes, I absolutely do. The part that I don't agree with is the rushing, because Lamar last season, 1,206 yards. That was an NFL record for most rushing yards by a quarterback, beating Michael Vick, who, actually, if you're going to make a comparison, maybe because he's a lefty. The reason why I don't think that he is going to be Lamar is because here are Tua's college stats. Only 3.2 yards per carry, only 340 yards, 9 touchdowns. And when I really think the way that the Dolphins should use Tua, I know that he can scramble, but he's not really a scrambling quarterback like Lamar. And with a quarterback that's dealt with a lot of issues, even going back to college, do you really want to put him out there rushing the ball over 150 times? I know I personally won't. Let Tua sling it back there in the pocket. Let's go to Justin Brown. What's up, dude? Who's going to be the breakout player this year? I would say Raekwon McMillian because he's in his contract year, and this is going to be his first year of being fully healthy. Justin, everyone watching, I do struggle reading, just FYI. So let's look at McMillian's past 2 seasons. As a rookie in 2018, had a bit of a breakout year, if you will, but if you know me, if you know Chat Sports, you don't consider rookies breakouts. Year 3, though, is a very, very popular year for players to really take that breakout step because as a rookie, you're just trying to get acclimated to the NFL. Second year, you're like, okay, I'm starting to get used to this. By the third year, yeah, that's when you see breakout years. But for me, when I think of just overall breakout player, I think of Mike Gesicki, the tight end. And he's got all the talent in the world. I know Ryan Fitzpatrick loves to focus on him, a tight end or a wide receiver. And I also think a player like Gesicki fits very well with a guy like Tua. I'm hoping Tua is able to play all 16 games, but I'm thinking about Fitz. I'm thinking about Tua, my breakout player this year for the Dolphins. It's Mike Gesicki. So what I want you guys to do right now is go down in the comments section and let me know a Dolphins breakout player, a player that you think is about to have a career year. That's what a breakout means. And I also don't allow rookies, so I'm going to be a little bit strict here. I'm also going to be looking down there in the comments section. Let's hit you with this deal one more time, chatsports.com/DolphinsT. I've never been to Miami, but I have been to Florida multiple times, and I know it's warm. I also have one of these T-shirts, and I'm telling you right now, if you sweat, you're not going to be able to see them. It's a high-quality cotton. Only $24.99, Dolphins T-shirts. Limited time in the comments, in the description. If you get one of these shirts, hey, let me know. Take a picture of it. I'm at Mitchell Renz 365.